You don't play basketball. You're not allowed to wear Jordans. You can't ride a skateboard. You're not allowed to wear Vans. You didn't figure out the theory of relativity. You're not allowed to wear these shoes. So ridiculous. What's good everyone on YouTube? It's me again, back with another video. And today, I never thought I'd see myself buying a shoe from this brand. And this is going to be the first review I've ever done on a pair of Sauconys. And this pair of Sauconys was done in collaboration with Afew. They're a store based out of Europe somewhere. I'm sorry, I forgot where they're based out of. And for this particular collaboration, they decided to take inspiration from Albert Einstein and his theory of relativity. So like the whole space and time kind of concept with all like the math looking things on the shoe. And it actually resulted in a pretty nice colorway of this particular shoe, and some really nice materials and details that I thought actually made it look really good for like an old school kind of runner in the same lane as like an Asics Gel Like 3 or you know something of that like. So yeah, never thought I'd buy a pair of Sauconys, but we're here today. So today I'll be talking to you about the Saucony Shadow 5000 in the Afew theory of relativity colorway. Let's just go with that. So with the intro out of the way, let's get into the box. So for this special edition, we actually get a special edition box. It's a slide out style box. And on the top we've got the Saucony and Afew written on the top, and we've got like the sort of like black hole, I guess, grid line drawing. And then we've got all these like sort of like equations and stuff. But if you look closely, a couple of things equal Shadow 5000 or Afew instead of the E equals MC square. And then we've got the space logo in the beige and the time logo, space in the white and time in the beige. And that's actually reflected on the shoe itself. And then once we slide out the box, looks like my metal ring just came off. We actually get a pretty standard brown sort of wax paper, and then the shoes were stuffed with pretty standard packing paper. I feel a jump cut coming. And then included on each shoe, we actually get a set of, we get 3 additional lace sets. So I've already changed the laces on my white pair, but initially on the white pair, it was these white laces that say space on it. You get a pair of additional white plain laces and a pair of beige laces here, and they've got time written on it. And on my laces right now, I've actually put a math lace, which for the beige pair, you get the math lace, the the space extra lace, as well as a plain pair of white laces. So a lot of lace options. I think that's pretty cool. And if we move to the side, it reads Shadow 5000. So the retail price on these retailed for a price of 220 Australian dollars. I'll put the conversion here. And for 220, honestly, it's in my opinion quite a bit for Saucony, but you know, that's just me. That's probably the hypebeast speaking in me. But in terms of the materials as well on this shoe, I actually think 220 is pretty decent for this shoe. So with the box out of the way, let's get into the shoes. And here we are, the Saucony Shadow 5000 in the Einstein theory of relativity colorway. So as you can see, I've changed the laces on this particular pair, and I've put like the math laces on the white pair. And before we move on, I'll just quickly touch on the differences between the two pairs. So on this shoe, we primarily get a white base leather on the back, and we get the space logo, which is represented in this cube. And then on the lace double, we've got space written. And then on the beige pair, you get a set of beige laces, and on the end of these laces, they say time. And on the back of this, we've got the little time logo, and we've got beige leather wrapping the back, as well as on the inside of this logo. But those are the main differences between the shoe. Everything else is identical. We've got the white on the inside as well. So in terms of the toe box, we've got this like green suede, which is actually really nice, and it's got a very nice supple feel to it. And then on the sides, we've got this sort of like wool, like linen kind of material. I'm not exactly sure what it is. And actually, the inspiration apparently for this green on the toe box was supposed to be Einstein's chalkboard. Alright? And then for the side panel, this is supposed to be inspired by Einstein's clothing that he commonly wore. I'm not too sure about it, but it's nice material choices nonetheless. And then on the back, we've got like a leather sort of heel clip. And then actually, instead of the E equals MC squared, we've got A equals FE W. So showing off like the Afew brand, which I think is a really nice play on the traditional equation. And then on the tongue, we've got that same Afew Saucony logo with the black hole drawing on it. And then moving down to the midsole, which is probably one of the most interesting things about this shoe. You've got the standard sort of like foam midsole, and it's got all these like math equations written on it, and it looks really cool. I think it's a really nice detail on the shoe. And what's really cool about the midsole and the outsole as well, which actually this outsole is like this sickly green color, which is slightly translucent, which shows off more of the math equation. But the thing I was going to get at is both of these elements are actually glow in the dark. So especially the outsole, once you leave this in like natural light for a while and then like take it into darkness, it shines really brightly. So pretty cool, pretty spacey, pretty sort of like futuristic, even though it's a really old school silhouette. But I think it suits it really well. So that pretty much covers the main features of this particular shoe. In terms of sizing, I must say that like looking around, people were saying that these sort of fit big, but I'd have to disagree in this case. So they only had full sizes, and I decided to go size 10 in these, and I found the size 10 actually fit me perfectly. So honestly, I'd say these fit probably small, if anything. So I would say if you had the chance to try these on, try them on, but based off my experience, I'd probably recommend going up half a size in this shoe. So I'm typically a US 9.5 in most of my sneakers. I bought these in a US 10 and they fit me great. Now, in terms of comfort, the midsole, I don't know if it's using any proprietary technology, but the midsole's okay. It feels about on par with like a Gel Light 3, and that's supposed to have gel in it, but it doesn't feel that great. So it's pretty standard feeling old school sort of shoe. The upper itself, while the material choice is really nice and it's fairly flexible, it's not exactly the most breathable thing, so it's a pretty warm shoe. But overall, for a shoe of this kind of like style, it's to be expected in terms of comfort. But no one's buying this for its comfort, and that's where I get into my opinions of this shoe. And honestly, when I first saw this shoe on around, I really didn't pay much attention to it. But I think the more I got to see it, and more importantly, once I got to see this in person, I was really drawn by like all the details of this shoe. Just like the writing on the midsole, the glow-in-the-dark outsole, the material choices on the upper itself, and just the colorway overall goes together really nicely. And I actually also found that brown pants and this shoe is an absolute fit. I don't know if you guys saw the Afew promotional video where they actually got an Einstein looking old man to wear this shoe, but he was wearing this shoe with beige trousers, and honestly it was a fit. And this shoe really just lends itself to the old school kind of like silhouette and styling. So for that reason, I think it's a really nice shoe, and one that I'm really happy to have in my collection. And yeah, I'm just gonna stop rambling. With that, we've come to the end of another video. So I'd like to hear what you guys think of this Saucony Shadow 5000 in the Afew Theory of Relativity Einstein colorway. And yeah, any Saucony fans out there, let me know if there are any other Sauconys you'd recommend, because this is literally my first Saucony I've ever bought. So if there's anything cool out there that you'd recommend, just let me know. So like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and if you're into more sneakers, dance, vlogs, that sort of thing, consider subscribing to the channel. Time for the on feet, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Yeah, I did not figure out the theory of relativity. I'm not allowed to wear these.